Excuse the technical difficulties there, but picking up where we left off, we're just talking about guard from Arkansas, one of Calipari's products, Malik Thomas, right? I get to the So
Yep.
I
Big Malik.
it is one of those like, huh? So what?
I said Big Malik.
Big Malik, all right? six 6'2.5" Malik. But yeah, no, we could you never know. I mean, Calipari definitely got an eye for those kind of guys, and I just think like, and maybe it's kind of even shifting gears here, just talking more trade side of things, where we want to do with getting, upgrading the team, more confidently, I'd say efficient, like, effectively. Um, you know, where I'm like, I think this pick needs to be shipped. Like I just think there's a couple, I'd love to just be in a 3 to 4 team trade trying to see us get a Trey Murphy or a Tyler Hero. Um, you know, yeah. And so I just want to kind of see your thoughts there too, as far as like packaging, what options we might have.
Yeah. So I think pie in the sky, Tyler Hero. I, for me personally, I think I would rather have Tyler Hero than I'm hearing Austin Reeves. I think I'd rather have Tyler Hero than that. Trey Murphy is one of those guys where I think probably would even be my number two to Tyler
Close you
Hero.
want.
Yeah. So I that's kind of how I would word and fit that. I think it is interesting. Trey Murphy would probably be the best fit when we talked earlier as far as getting Cade a primary point guard, a 3-point shooter. Um, Tyler Hero, I think, will be slightly more of an experiment. But I just think they could play together. I could be fully wrong about that,
Yeah.
but I think if you're going to move off of Duren, those are the type of big names that I would want to get back. Those are the type of names that I think, you know, I think too often people fall in love with just like the all stars and I mean, not that they're not all stars, but just like the big names. And I think these are solid guys, NBA players who had experience that can come in and compete immediately, like we're talking about looking for. Um, you know, I wouldn't want to give away too many. I wouldn't back the freight train up to either one of those. But I think if you're slightly aggressive, if you know you're not going to want to give during that blank check, I think you should already be on the phone trying to make things happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, for sure. No, I'm just kind of looking like, I think, like I said, I think Trey Murphy would definitely be the first guy you want to look at. Or, excuse me, Tyler Hero. I think the only thing with him is this past season, 33 games played, 24-25 season, 77, but before there, 42, then 67, 66, 54, 55. So one of
That's
the
rough.
kind of risks you take, I mean, it ain't you got at least some games that are in the 60s, so he's qualifying for awards, at least most of the seasons. But like, it's one of those things where you just don't really know, until it gets there. And it's, you know what I'm saying? So it's like stuff like that always in the back of my mind. Um, Reeves been a little more durable, but he been had some injury stuff the last couple of years. I think that Murphy, like, the more I think about that Murphy,
Right.
Cade, Asar lineup, that one is uh that one is interesting. If Asar can stay,
Yeah.
which
No, I
how can
agree
he
with you on
keep
that.
well,
The more I think about it, I do got to factor the injuries in probably a little more with Tyler Hero, and I think Trey Murphy might be the number one, but I think Trey Murphy for Duran straight up seems like kind of like a robbery on on their behalf to me. I don't know. It just kind of seems. I could be wrong about that, but um, I don't know. It seems quite aggressive. And then the other guy that I mentioned for several years would just be, and I know he signed a contract extension recently, but Laurie Markkinen. I still think
yeah,
that
he's
could be a possibility out there. I just looked it up. He signed for 238, so I think you definitely can make the money work as far as the signing trade. That's a
yeah,
hefty bag to get back. And you'll be going all in on that shit working because that's a That's a crazy ass
Now we
contract.
get now we get. I mean, and obviously that pick will be. I mean, I was gonna make a joke and say we can get a 6'1" guard at 21. We get him. I don't, but like that. That was, that's just the interesting thing. Like we keep talking about the two. We don't talk about the four a ton. I think Mark. I mean,
He actually is kind of banged up a little bit too.
oh
I
yeah, no,
mean,
definitely, yeah.
the last 5 years, 61, 66, 55,
hmm
47, 42.
You know what's so interesting, bro? We might end up being thrown for a loop because we talk so much about the two to where like that four get upgraded.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not. That's why we're not. I
Mhm.
mean, you brought up Yaxel. I mean, I brought up the guy Quains that plays like center, but like there'd be a world where we just kind of upgrade that four, where it's like, oh, okay, like Bobby Portis, three-team trade, end up getting like a guy like that. That could be.
Yeah.
'Cause I don't like. 'Cause I think one thing I've always kind of said too. I think obviously it's cool. Kind of want to see a swing. We want to see him swing with something, swing at something. But
Yeah.
it's like also don't need a ton, which is great. Like,
No. I mean, yeah, you just sitting there talking. If you could theoretically come away with Trey Murphy and Bobby Portis, which is not a crazy ask for two separate
no,
moves or however that would work, I think I think the team, like we said before we hopped on, I think ultimately team could be better with less wins. Like you're more versatile for the playoffs, sitting there at that 54 win mark or something. But you got that unit going into the playoffs. I feel you feel damn
so so
yeah
Trey Murphy, Bobby Portis, Duren gone, Isaiah Stewart starting.
yeah.
Okay,
You probably would have to go get one more piece because you're probably not going to have Tobias. So you might be need a little more firepower in there somewhere. But
yeah,
um, yeah, you can rock with that. You
I
still
think
got a
so.
SAR. Um, you still got Herder. You still
Some of
got
these trade, I mean, somebody else gonna come
Deacons.
along
Still
with.
got
I
yeah.
mean, I think Porter. Somebody else gonna be coming along. So like
Mhm.
a need will get addressed. We just
You get that in place. You could go find a dude to give you, you know, whatever we left on the table from there. You could find.
right,
It's not going to be much. You're not going to have.
right.
Yeah.
We'll know here soon. Run out of time. We'll see y'all next week.
Yes, sir. Peace.